Welcome home, Bitcoin Truth Seekers. It's a supplemental today. So it's June 29th, 2:05 p.m. here in the Arizona desert. It is still Tuesday. Check out the crypto.com card. It's really cool. Affiliate link in the description and over at bitcoindailyview.com. And of course, as always, at bitcoindailyview.com. Got more for you there. And now prices are really soaring. June rent jump is biggest on record. Anyway, another case for hyperinflation not being transitory. From what I've been looking at, reading, hearing, the idea of it being transitory is that it will stop, but then it will be the same level of inflation. Plus, I believe the Fed wants to see 3% a year after that, where usually it hasn't even been like about 1.5% inflation a year. So anyway, from what I've been studying, and this is just my layman's effort, is that transitory hyperinflation means not that it will go away, but that it will hit a summit. It'll hit a peak sideways, kind of like Bitcoin's been going, and then just move up. If the Fed gets its way, 3% a year after that. Basically, that's not transitory hyperinflation. That is economic devastation. Also, Walmart rolls out budget insulin as low-income diabetics struggle to afford the drug. Okay, Walmart might be fairly evil. I think we all know that. But this, for whatever reason they're doing it, is a really good thing. I'm not diabetic, but I've had family members who are type 2 and type 1, and diabetes sucks. It's evil. It's terrible. Good one, Walmart. For whatever reason you're doing it, I'm glad you're helping out people who are struggling. All right. The Bitcoin bubbles today, I should say the crypto market bubbles, are looking wonderful. Green, it's wonderful. SHIB up 12%. I like it. ETC up 28%. Whatever that project is good for, I have no idea, but it is up 28%. And that's what we're here to do, make money. So anyway, anything else looking really good? VET up 12%, etc., etc. The market is happy. Waves is up. QTIM is up 11.6%. DGB up 6%, and Doge 2.8%. And Doge is kind of going sideways. I think it's being accumulated. XRP up 9%. Nice to see. Looking at the same thing, but with squares. For the more logically minded people. All right, XRP, it's up. Bitcoin up. Ethereum is up. It's wonderful. It's 2,197. I love it. SHIB's looking great. Crow token. Nice thing about Crow is it's been, as this gains, which in general does tend to, if we look at a Crow chart, it tends to be on the way up. That's what you get your cash back, your rewards are when you use your crypto.com card. And so as over time, just using it, you get Crow. Crow keeps making money. It's a wonderful thing. Not financial advice at all. Entertainment purposes only. But get yourself one of these and use my affiliate link because, I don't know, I'm not really trying to shill it. It just is really good. And they have some new features rolling out. I'm excited about it. I like people's lives to be good, and I think the crypto.com card can make your life good. With that said, all right, volume last 24 hours, it's at 19 billion. It's spot volume on Binance, that's up 4.35% last 24 hours. That's been dropping last couple hours. The overall percent, so volume is not really increasing. It's just kind of slowly draining off. Also, look at this, last 24 hours, Bitcoin trading volume explicitly on the big exchanges. No exchange has broken $1 billion other than Binance, not even Coinbase. I mean, grandma's not like, I better get me some Bitcoin. No, Kraken's not doing it. Bitfinex, Shorter's Paradise, only has 250 million in volume. So anyway, just want to point out, I'm not seeing a retail explosion of volume pushing this. So why is it happening? I have a feeling it's over the counter, or you could also call that under the counter. Volume that we're not seeing is what's pushing this. If you have any ideas as to what that might be, let me know. I'll definitely share that information. I'll credit you. I'll say this person gave me this. All right. With that said, blockchain whispers on Binance where that glorious volume is, the only real volume. 53% long, 46% shorts. I'm going to say that's indecisive. I know, or undecisive. I know that, yeah, okay, long 53%, shorts 46%. From my experience, that is a pretty tight ratio. So I'm going to say it's undecisive as far as longs versus short sentiment on Binance. When it's a positive sentiment, it's a way greater percentage. Now, for Ethereum, though, Ethereum, 61% long, 38% short. That's pretty darn rocking. BitMEX, if we care, slightly it's undecisive also for Bitcoin, and really kind of undecisive for Ethereum too. They're about 1% higher on shorts than longs. Bitfinex has lost its damn mind. I don't even think those numbers are right. Nobody's that friggin' shit happy. With that said, recent 24-hour range, 34,151 to 36,542. Nice range. Ranges keep getting higher every 24 hours. Wish I could kind of chart that. It would be cool. All right. You can get 20 gold coins with a Bitcoin right now. That's pretty darn grooving. Go hit your coin dealer if that's your thing. Gold up top taking a hit today. Silver up top taking a hit today. And this just kind of is a little bit curious to me. I'm just taking note of this. What the crap? Why is this happening? Let's look at the Dow. S&P up top, sideways red candle. Russell 2000 sideways, slightly stout downwards candle. Dow is basically a red candle sideways. Really not much sideways for all these with a slightly red candle. Looking at the DXY, Dollar Strength Index, it has made a nice balance off the 200 moving average on the daily chart, and a nice green candle today. A red candle for the TNX, which is the 10-year Treasury yield bonds. Anyway, with that said, I do wonder if the strong dollar today is part of what's pumping the crypto market a bit, and that also very well might be what's pushing down gold up top and silver on the bottom. Just conjecture. All right, check it out. 4-hour chart. Here's the Bitcoin price action on top. Bitcoin is above the 200 moving average. I like seeing that. Looks like it's going to find support there. And on a good note here in the middle, we have not seen shorts rock up to crush it, and longs are staying about the same. They're probably a little timid after this long squeeze we got here when the shorts kicked in. It's funny how shorts kicked in, so did longs back in the day. This was about June 25th for both these. And, shorts kicked off, longs kicked off. Shorts won that battle. Longs kind of got wrecked, and they have not quite had the perkiness to come back on Bitfinex at least. And as you can see with blockchain whispers, looking at sentiment, where'd that go? Sorry, where'd it go? Blockchain whispers, where are you? Yeah, you can see, like here on Binance, the longs have not rocketed back, even with positive price action. So maybe that long squeeze is what got them a little timid. Still, nice to see. Shorts are not rocking in to defend the range of 30K to 40K that we've been in. But of course, we're only at 36,171. So they could still, if they so desire, crank up those shorts, push it back down, keep it securely in that range on the south side of 35,000. All right, the white squiggly line here, that is shorts. And the light blue line is longs. I should actually make that light blue line green. I'll do that to make it easier to see. But like I say, on this 15-minute chart, as you can see, we've been going sideways here for a bit. And of course, shorts have not cranked up. So let's look at like a 2-hour. You can kind of see it very clear there. The shorts dumped, and they've been sideways, slightly trending down, which has allowed the price action to move up. This is really a wonderful thing. Let's look super tight if we want, not 15 seconds, but 15 minutes. As you can see, shorts continue to drop in immediate, price action, and Bitcoin's going sideways after having the opportunity to move up because shorts are getting laid off a little bit. So, I'd be careful. Whales are still in charge. They can crank those shorts. They can dump it, but they have not yet. With that said, daily chart. We've bounced off the 314 moving average. We seem to be going to close today above the .5 fib line, which is 34,272, and we're also now above the 21 EMA. Let's see if we close above the 21 EMA, how that's going. 200 moving average is still a darn ways off, but Bitcoin could break that in a day if it so desired. Note here on the 45-minute chart, we have been above the 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart for 1 day, 22 hours. Now, usually, if you get a break above the 45-minute chart, I think after 12 hours, it has a good chance of sticking. After 24, definitely a good chance of sticking. And now we're at 1 day and 22 hours. So we're going on really. This is day number 3. This is good. I mean, this is way more than 24 hours. It's like 24 hours plus 22 hours. I mean, we're going on quite a ways, and this is nice to see. So most likely, odds are it will stay above the 200 moving average, just because I know if it's 12 hours, like I say, good chance. 24 hours, very good chance. Now we're at 1 day, 22 hours. It seems like it's got some support up there. This is nice to see. Although do note, like I say, we're not seeing remarkable retail volume. And as you can see here, we had a move up a bit, and of course you can see there was volume, and now volume is trending down, and Bitcoin is staying sideways for the moment. Directional index ADX is in a beautiful spot. Squeeze indicator is starting to cool off. ADX is starting to turn down a little bit, but it's still in the green. Stochastic RSI is going down into that beautiful oversold range, and Lazy Bear Oscillator says it's oversold. I mean, overbought and time to get out. So these two are not really agreeing with each other. I tend to trust the Lazy Bear indicator a little bit more. Lazy Bear would say, we are overbought. Anyway, with that said, just be watchful. I know I'm kind of like I don't want to be a doomer. I'm very, very excited about the current price action. It's just that, be wise. I mean, we've been in this 30K to 40K range for quite a while, and it's really, really nice. Just realize if the whales put the shorts back in, they can defend that range in a second. It's all a matter of will they, and if they're not, why not? So their plan, we are keeping an eye on it. Okay, look at the 4-hour chart. This gives me a lot of jazz right here. There's a lot of hope, because check it out. Working on our second candle that closed above the 200 moving average in a 4-hour chart. That's really great. We got green Madrid ribbons, green Super Guppy indicator ribbons. Those are both over at bitcoindaily.com. You can find those. Directional index is good to go, but of course ADX just keeps trending down more towards the negative side. Squeeze indicator is beginning to chill out. So is the KRI on the 4-hour chart, and also here if we look at the stochastic RSI, we've got the RSI. Stochastic RSI is about to cross the red signal most likely. And Lazy Bear indicator shows we're getting into overbought territory. So, and of course we're working on a red candle right now for this 4-hour chart, and volume is diminishing. So, like I say, just be watchful. I'm really thinking, really pondering on beginning to, I say my big hedge back in will be at like 42,000, but if we can find support above this 4-hour 200 moving average, I'm definitely feeling, pretty confident. It just ain't been there long enough. I'm a little bit of a PTSD candy ass. I'm a little bit afraid to get back in. Do note this though, the daily MACD is positive, and that histogram is moving. It is widening towards the positive direction. This is great looking. I mean, really, I almost want to kind of hedge in a little bit. Maybe put a stop in at 34,200. Well, 34,300. But then again, why put a stop in at all? Because worst case, we visit the 314 again probably, and then bounce from there if the whales decide to defend 30,000. Anyway, right now is an interesting time. I'm getting a little bit frisky. I'm kind of thinking, well, worst case if I get in, I'm in the red for a little while, and I hedged out, enough, in profit a while ago. I don't mind, but still, be watchful. It's a beautiful day. I love watching all this, and sorry if I'm a little bit of just not overly hyper jazzed. I just be watchful. What bothers me is I'm not seeing the volume to support this. That's what bothers me. If there was a lot of volume, I'd be in right now. All right, BTC versus UTC. BTC versus USDT on Binance. As you can see, we're working on that second red candle of the 4-hour chart. It's a beautiful thing, but volume is diminishing. Doge is looking wonderful. It did break above the 200 moving average, of course, a while ago. Now it's above the 314 moving average. It's looking wonderful, but do note, it's basically going to follow Bitcoin's trend, and right now, as you can see, it's beginning to trail off a little bit because Bitcoin is also, and the indicators do show that here on Doge. Shiba Inu, we had this beautiful upwards channel above the 200 moving average and 400 and 314 moving average. We broke out of that channel, took a dump. Now we're kind of recalibrating. We're at 1 now with the moving 8 average. That's kind of nice. So looks like we're kind of sideways consolidating right here. Chart appears, if I look at it right here, to be a bit overbought and chilling out. Ethereum has been on this beautiful upwards channel. I like it, but of course, check it out. It just broke below it. Will it hop back in? Hard to say. Indicators, like I say, they look like they're cooling off. One thing I've noticed about a lot of alts and also Bitcoin and Ethereum is that their indicators kind of show we're about to chill out a little bit here. You know what I mean? So we are approaching the end of the day. Everybody has their milk and cookies and goes to sleep, etc., etc. That is the Ethereum versus USDT. Ethereum versus BTC was riding a beautiful upwards channel. It's about the 2 moving average and the 314 moving average, but it broke out of that upwards channel. Now it's moving sideways. And where did that come from? Let me clear all that stuff. Go ahead. Its chart looks pretty good. As you can see, the squeeze indicator went into the red. KRI is in the red. It's definitely cooling off. It's getting back into a buy zone. I'm keeping an eye on that. I think Ethereum BTC would be an amazing long-term swing trade. Okay, with all that said, that's what I can tell you. I love the price action. I love what Bitcoin is doing. I think this is wonderful, but just realize the whales can pump these shorts again in a millisecond and put us back down where we started at 30,000, 31, 32,000 if they want. So I'm just that's all. That's pretty much it. I'm just being watchful. I love what I'm seeing. I love this daily chart. It's really great. Right now we're sideways. Once again, we're kind of, it looks like we are accumulating right here at around 36,000. We're accumulating. That's nice, but definitely volume is trailing off as the day progresses. But we are above the 2 moving average on the 45-minute chart. This here was a 45-minute chart here, but on the 4-hour chart, also we're above the 2 moving average. That's very powerful. So daily MACD cross positive. 4-hour chart, 2 moving average is looking good. Green Super Guppy or Madrid ribbon indicators. We're in a really, really good spot. I'm still not quite convinced to hedge more of my stash back into Bitcoin because I am kind of a Bitcoin maximalist. I like to keep my dough in Bitcoin more so than the US dollar, but I only do that now while Bitcoin is trending up because maybe I'm a trader, but as in like a trader, as in turncoat, whatever, to the most hardcore Bitcoin Puritans. But look, I'm here to make money. I like doing it with Bitcoin, but I'm not going to write it down ever, ever, ever again. So with that said, not until we are actually out of Bitcoin, until the liquidity is so crappy, it's hard to get back in the market. And that's one last thing I wanted to mention. That influences me hedging back in is I'm pretty sure if I wait till 41, 42K and we're out of this range that we've been stuck in, if the whales let it go, well, great. I'm sure there'll probably be enough liquidity in Bitcoin to reinvigorate your stash. The only thing is, though, realize I do think while Bitcoin's been sideways, I have been watching, and the big money, the whales have just been buying the crap out of Bitcoin. They have not slowed down one darn bit, and I have a feeling, when are they going to let it go? What if they kept a hold of it until liquidity was starting to be an issue, and they then let it go, price starts pumping, people realize, holy crap, liquidity is crap. I can't buy a whole Bitcoin, or at least can't buy a whole Bitcoin easily. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. And that's when, like I say, you'll see $10,000 gains, $20,000 gains daily in Bitcoin. And those crazy speculations of 100K plus probably will happen really, 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 really fast. So have a plan, what you're going to do if it stays sideways, what you're going to do if it dumps, what you're going to do if it pumps. Just have a plan and get a piece of the peaceful revolution's wonderful, wonderful, bountiful harvest. The law of equal harvest. You invest in something beautiful and good, something beautiful and good gets returned to you. Unlike horrible, nasty, globalist, the Great Reset loving bankers and all these technocratic monsters, unlike them, and every Bitcoin Satoshi you own makes them cry. So stack sats and enjoy their suffering. Take care.